The decision is seize their Sussex title. Rishi Sunak lashes out in Parliament, calls Harry and Meg grifters. The House of Commons echoed with the thunderous voice of Chancellor Rishi Sunak as he delivered a scathing rebuke of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. These two fraudsters have been on the run from the British public for too long, he declared, his eyes blazing with righteous indignation. It's time we put an end to their blatant abuse of the royal title for personal gain. The atmosphere in the room became tense as Sunak's words echoed, instantly attracting the nation's attention. The public, long divided over the Sussex's departure from the royal family, is now fascinated by the unexpected confrontation between the Prime Minister and unfamiliar royals. But this is not just political greatness. Sunak's criticism is the emergence of a brewing storm that has been gathering force since Harry and Meghan's shock exit from the firm in 2020. The Prime Minister's outburst signals a change in power dynamics, a bold move that would send shockwaves to the heart of the British monarchy. The rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family has been growing for years, fueled by a combination of personal and political tensions. Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from royal duties and move to the United States was met with both sympathy and outrage from the British public. While some advocated for a quest for privacy and independence, others accused them of betraying their duty and abandoning the country they had sworn to serve. Subsequent revelations about targeted racism within the palace walls and Meghan's struggles with her mental health have only polarized public opinion even further. But the tipping point came when the Sussexes began leveraging their royal titles for business and charitable causes, prompting growing calls to strip them of their royal status. Sensing growing public frustration, Sunak and his government decided it was time to act. In his harsh rebuke, Sunak accused the Sussexes of exploiting their royal status for personal gain, citing their lucrative media contracts and high-profile activism as evidence of their shameless cruelty. He argued that their continued use of their titles was an insult to the monarchy and a betrayal of the trust the British people had in them. These two people have turned their backs on their duties and responsibilities, and now they're seeking to profit from the very institution they abandoned. Well, that's enough of me. It's time we reclaim the integrity of the crown and end this charade. The Prime Minister's words were met with a chorus of cheers from the Conservative benches as well as jeers from the opposition. But Sunak's first move is not without risk. By confronting the Sussexes directly, he's wading into a political and social minefield, one that could have far reaching consequences for the monarchy and the entire country. The Sussexes, who've been unusually silent in the face of Sunak's criticism, quickly issued a statement condemning the Prime Minister's baseless attacks and vowing to defend the right to use the royal title. We are deeply saddened by the Prime Minister's remarks, which are nothing more than a transparent attempt to score political points at our expense. Our commitment to public service and our charitable work is a matter of record, and we will not be cowed by this shameful display of political opportunism. The statement went on to assert that the Sussexes have fulfilled their obligations to the crown and that their continued use of their titles reflects their continued connection to the royal family. They also hinted at the possibility of legal action if the government tried to strip them of their titles. The stage is now set for a fierce clash between the Sussexes and the British government, a clash that will test the very foundations of the monarchy and the delicate balance of power between the crown and the establishment. As the nation prepares for the impending confrontation, questions swirl about the long-term implications of this royal reckoning. Will the Sussexes be forced to relinquish their titles, or will they emerge victorious, cementing their place as renegade royals on the global stage? One thing is certain, the ripples of this confrontation will be felt far beyond the walls of Westminster, shaping the future of the British monarchy and the nature of its relationship with its people, which it serves.